Good day, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a month since I last posted, got busy with other stuff, and the last video was an inbox review of the MBT70. Currently, it's already done, and I would be doing a follow-up video for the finished kit review after this one. So, alright, here we have the Tamiya M4 Sherman 135th scale. Now, the M4 Sherman of Tamiya has been quite iconic since it also runs with the M4A3 75 and the M4A3 105 kits, and they've basically been quite iconic for their simplicity, their detail, and also the assortment of stowage items. So as usual, we're just gonna take a look at the sprues included inside this kit and a general rundown of what's to be expected. So without further ado, let's begin. So first off, we have here the bottom and top half of the hull. So first, let's take a look at the bottom half. As you can see, it's pretty simple, nothing much going on. Some bolt details for where the suspension would go. And that's pretty much it also here. Nothing really going on. And yeah, that's it for this part. The next here we have the top half. And as you can see on closer inspection, Tamiya has added quite a lot of detailing for this. There's the production number, weld marks, and also the cast texture all over the tank. So you can really see that they've put quite a lot of detail in making this part, which gives it a really nice finish. Next off, we have the other parts and accessories. Here we have a lot of panels, especially for the engine deck, and also this part right here, as you can see, would be for the sand guard. That entire stretch. Let's get the top half. That entire like add-on stretch here and all the way here basically covers the tank's drive sprocket also. It's over here. Okay, we'll bring out the instruction manual first. So this entire part right here. So this is the front half and the rear half. So anyhow, the kit, this M4 Sherman kit comes with two transmission cover options. So this one, the first one right here, is the 3-piece transmission cover. So it's cast, and then you have securing bolts, securing rims like this. And that's basically the first option. You also have here, let's let that focus in. Okay, there we go. You also have here add-on armor panels that were welded onto the vulnerable parts of the Sherman. Ideally, these armor panels would be placed on the side of the hull where usually the ammo stowage is located. It's over here and also over here. And also on the turrets. So here we have one of the figures, and also the hatches for the driver and radio operator. Next we have here another set of parts. Here's the rear panel, and as you can see, this is the second option for transmission cover. This is the cast one whole piece. And basically, Tamiya allows you to build either the let's say 3-piece transmission cover and also the cast transmission cover. Now, a little backstory to this one. The M4 Shermans with the three-piece transmission cover, they're the earlier ones, the earlier M4 production. And when they were remodeled or reproduced, basically some of them went back to the factories and the parts got thrown all together, mixed up. So you'd have some M4s with this gas transmission cover. And you have here the rear rack, the exhaust, and more figures over here. Then some track links you can see here. They're for stowage options. Or you can basically drape them over the front of the hull. More hatches over here. If I'm not mistaken, these would be some crates. Ammo crates, if I'm not mistaken. Pioneer tools. The the bow machine gun. And also the Madus or the M2 machine gun that's mounted on the commander's cupola. We also have here the gun travel lock, the headlights, and also the headlight guards. Alright, next off we have here the suspension. And you have here all the road wheels, idler wheels, and also a bit more individual track links. Also, the vertical volute suspension system. Now, this kit, if I'm not mistaken, I think I read it somewhere. This kit allows you to choose between either this sunken type of road wheel or hollow road wheels, which I'd be showing you in a moment. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, these some of these M4s were also reproduced, so a lot of the parts got thrown and mixed around. So this kit ideally is very versatile. Next one, we have here the turret parts. And on closer inspection of the top half of the turret, you can see weld marks over there and also the beautiful cast texture. Thank you, Tamiya, for doing that. And what else is there to see? We have here a radio, which would go here at the back of the turret, which is nice since they added detail. And also parts for the gun breech and gun loading system, which is also a nice addition. Here's another armor panel that would have been welded onto the side where ammo would have been stored. And also you have here two options for your mantlets. You have this one and also this other. Alright, I guess that's it for this sprue. Other than that, it's mostly parts for the turret. And lastly, we have these two identical sprues right here. As you can see, as I mentioned earlier, you can also use these hollowed out road wheels. So it depends on you on how you'd want to use your road wheels. And also a different type of drive sprocket. This one is also has hollowed out parts. While the earlier one, let's bring it up. The earlier one is a solid piece. So you can see the difference right there. Here are, let's bring this up also. Here are torso halves for the driver and also the radio operator. And like I mentioned earlier, the Tamiya Shermans are known for their assortment of stowage items. So you have here bags and helmets and also oil cans, fuel cans right here. These two halves right there. and a lot of track links, jerry cans, and what have you. So you can basically make this, you can put them on your tank and make it look really busy, which is actually a nice addition. So yeah, that's it for most of the parts. Here we have the decal sheet, as you can see. You would want to do some prior research before putting on decals, as some of these are of specific units, of specific Shermans, like this Hurricane. There's the photo of the Sherman Hurricane with its engine being repaired, and it doesn't have the sand guards. So you would want to do research before applying decals. Lastly, we also have these vinyl tracks, nicely detailed, pretty simple back, and yeah, they go together like that. I guess either heat these pins or they can adhere to your normal plastic cement, or if not, CA glue. And then lastly, we have the instruction manual. Here you have the decal options. Like this one, a unit in France, or a Sherman in France of summer 1944 with an unknown unit. This one's with C Company of the 756th Tank Battalion, 5th Army in Italy. And if you'd notice, both of them use the sand guards. And I think it's on here. Here we have the Hurricane, that Sherman Hurricane from H Company, 66th Armored Regiment of the 2nd Armored Division in Normandy, August 1944. Now, I'm not so sure as to when that picture was taken, the one with the Hurricane having its engine repaired. But if I'm not mistaken, if that's about the time indicated for this decal option, then Hurricane would not have had these sand guards. Or perhaps that was of a later time and they were removed. So more research has to be done. And as typical for somewhat older Tamiya instructions, they're multi-folded, and as you can see right there, pretty concise instructions. Concise instructions which give you a nice looking Sherman. And as mentioned earlier, you have here diverse options for stowage. You can put them all around the tank if you want, like hanging from the turret, or if not, stuff them here on the front blazes. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention earlier, some of the armor panels that are included in this kit actually go here. So you have the longer pieces go on the side where the ammunition is usually stored, also on this other side. Then you have the one for the turret. And these two are also add-on protections for the driver and radio operator. So yeah, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I hope this helps you decide whether or not you get this kit. As far as I've heard, this is pretty typical for Tamiya in the shake and bake kind of build. Not much to fuss about in terms of fit and how it comes together. It's a Sherman, and of course, Shermans are quite iconic in the modeling world. Alright, so I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Next video would most likely be the finished kit review for the MBT-70. So that's it. As always, stay safe and keep modeling. Till next time, goodbye.